Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time we did some exploring in the Nature Preserve, and we faced off against the legendary heroes Hilbert and Hilda. And in between episodes I took a flight from Mistralton to Lentimus Town, and that seems to have qualified us for a medal, so let's see what that is. It is... oh, it's the Fighting type Catcher medal, okay. And... the Psychic type Catcher medal. Okay, so that wasn't actually the trigger, it was because of the Pokemon that we caught last episode, which is really neat. Anyway, this time, and for the next couple of episodes, we are going to be going on the hunt for some legendary Pokemon. The first one I would like to grab is here in Reversal Mountain. You need to have obtained the Magma Stone from Route 18 in order to do this. I have stocked up on a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a freaking lot of Pokeballs for this, and I have also equipped... what? Okay, there we go. God, I was freaking out for a second. The Magma Stone is reacting to something. Will you set it down here? Absolutely we shall. And that will summon forth a legendary Pokemon. I have equipped, who was it? Garchomp with False Swipe and the Silk Scarf, so it has means of weakening opponents. First such opponent is Heatran. Now, it is worth noting, if at any point during the Legendary Crusade over the next few episodes, there is a legendary that just for some reason doesn't spawn, we're pretty much out of luck if that happens, just as a bit of a warning. Oh my god, we actually just caught it in one throw. Wow, okay. I'll take it. Heatran's data was added to the Pokedex. Its body is made of rugged steel. However, it is partially melted in spots because of its own heat. Man, that was a lucky one. If we can get lucky with all these, I'll be very, very, very happy. Anyway, once you have caught Heatran, something special will happen. Hopefully, if my game doesn't glitch out, so I'm going to leave this room and come back. Alrighty, and now that we are back in this room, the capture of Heatran will result in the appearance of Groudon, which is pretty neat. You have to capture Heatran in order for Groudon to appear right here, although I've heard that if the game does glitch out and spawn Groudon early on your first visit, you can actually have a glitched fight with it, because you will have Bianca in your party and will try and spawn in a double battle with just Groudon. Not sure how exactly that would work out, so I'm glad we didn't get that eventuality. Anyway, let's see if we can get lucky again. I doubt it, but it would be awesome if we could. Oh my god. 3? Holy crap, 2 in a row. Swear to god, this is not edited. We just got 2 Quick Ball legendaries in a row. What the heck, man? It had been asleep in underground magma ever since it fiercely fought Kyogre long ago. Very nice. That mention of Kyogre right there, that is pretty important. That is what we are going to be doing next. So believe it or not, I am going to meet you guys in the Abyssal Ruins. Alrighty, here we are in the Abyssal Ruins once again. Now, I'll be perfectly honest. We are looking for a Pokemon in here, but I'm not entirely sure where exactly it is. So we might be doing a little bit of wandering around just because I'm just not quite sure where I'm actually going. I'll probably cut this wandering out, actually. So once I find it, I will... well, actually, I don't know, because you guys probably would like to know how to get to this darn thing. Ah, here it is. Nice. Once you have battled with Heatran in the Reversal Mountain, Kyogre will spawn here in the Abyssal Ruins, which is pretty neat. I highly doubt we're going to be able to get a 3 for 3 on the Quick Balls. That was insane. We are literally 8 minutes into this recording right now. And most of it's all cut out, so we're probably like 4 minutes into the video at this point. Alright, can we get 3 for 3? I highly doubt it, but that would be amazing if we could. Ah, well. Anyway, you probably know the drill by now. It's Kyogre. Everyone's familiar with it since the most recent Pokemon game had this thing on the front cover. Anyway, I'm packing False Swipe on Garchomp as I mentioned, so this should make life at least a little bit easier when trying to catch these legendaries. So I am going to weaken Kyogre down a significant amount, and then I am going to get back to chucking Pokeballs at it. There we go, that wasn't too long at all. That was probably the 8th or 9th throw, somewhere around there. It is said to have widened the seas by causing downpours. It had been asleep in a marine trench. Very nice, very fitting place to find Kyogre, if you ask me. Anyway, now that we have done that, we have captured Groudon and Kyogre, so I think there's one more Hoenn-based legendary that we should go and catch. So we are going to go do that at the Dragon Spiral Tower. Alrighty, here we are at the Dragon Spiral Tower. The next Pokemon I would like to face off against is right up this way. This Pokemon will only appear after you have spoken to the veteran in the Giant Chasm, or at least that's the intended behavior. Whenever I make a mention like that in these upcoming videos, it's basically that's what the intended behavior is. Anyway, let's not waste any time. Let us confront Rayquaza. And I have to say, I'm really glad that Rayquaza got its time to shine in the Ruby and Sapphire remakes. I really hope when they get around to remaking Diamond and Pearl, they make a special Giratina plotline. I think that'd be really, really awesome. Anyway, let's see if we can get lucky with the Quick Ball again. I doubt it, but it would be really, really nice if we could. 1, 2, 3. Holy crap. Come on. Oh no. Dang it. That was so close, too. Ah, well. Anyway, I'm sure you all know the drill at this point. I am going to be weakening this guy down with my False Swipe, and then hopefully capturing it will not be too much trouble. So I will meet you guys back here once I've done that. Nice. Fair warning, this thing knows Outrage and therefore is very capable of knocking itself out from confusion, and in fact that did happen once. This is attempt number 2. It lives in the ozone layer, far above the clouds, and cannot be seen from the ground. Very nice. This one was also very frustrating because it knew Fly, which meant it would have a turn of Pokeball immunity. I hate how they added that. Anyway, with that, there are even more Pokemon I want to catch in this tower, so let's go find them. Alright, here we are on a lower portion of the tower, and here we have 2 legendary Pokemon that I would like to capture. First off, we have Dialga, the Master of Time and the mascot of Pokemon Diamond version. And I have to say, I'm probably one of the very, very few people who bought Pokemon Pearl instead, although I did eventually wind up coming into possession of both. Anyway, Dialga and Palkia have kinda stupid catch rates. They're really high for their being legendaries, and of course, as soon as I say that, we get something with no shakes at all. But honestly, I'd argue that it's not even worth attempting to weaken this thing just because it has the same catch rate as a freaking Chatot. Yeah. Not sure what's up with that, so I think I'm just gonna chuck Ultra Balls until we catch this thing. Yeah, see, there we go, that wasn't that hard if you were paying attention to the in-game clock down there. Wasn't that long at all. A legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh. It is said that time flows when Dialga's heart beats. Very nice. Now, unfortunately, this guy one-shot my Garchomp with Roar of Time, so I am going to go heal up before we take on the other legendary in this room. Alrighty, now that we have done that, let us move on to Palkia. Now, I have to say, the internet absolutely ruined this Pokemon for me. I thought it looked awesome until the internet pointed out that it looks like something. And now I just can't look at it the same way. I mean, I still like it, but that's always going to be at the back of my mind now. Thanks, Internet. Thanks a lot. Anyway, let's see if we can quick ball this one. Of course, the ones with like stupid high catch rates are the ones that are being super duper annoying. Now, one thing I have to say about Palkia, look at it. How on earth is this thing a water type? I mean, seriously. It does not look like a water type at all. I don't care what anybody says. But anyway, you know the routine. I think I'm going to weaken this one with a false swipe. The reason I didn't do that with Dialga is because that one is part steel, and it would have resisted this like no tomorrow. But luckily, Palkia seems to be responding to it quite well. So we're just gonna do the same old routine, and I'll meet you back once I've caught it. Very next throw, what did I tell you? Palkia was caught. I mean, yeah, the critical capture helped. A legendary Pokemon of Sinnoh. It is said that space becomes more stable with Palkia's every breath. Very nice indeed. Anyway, now that we have caught Dialga and Palkia, there is one more Pokemon in this trinity that I would like to capture. We have actually seen it already, so I'm just going to go meet you right over where we can find it. Alrighty, back here in this room where we fought Rayquaza, here we have yet another legendary Pokemon. Giratina, said to embody antimatter and the mascot of Pokemon Platinum version. Now this one's a little bit awkward because it is a ghost type. As a result, it is immune to false swipe, so I've had to resort to a little bit of experimentation. I'm going to hit it with Thunderbolt because I'm pretty sure it resists it. And I'd like to see if we can get a paralysis off on this thing just to make our lives a little bit easier. Because paralysis actually does quite a good deal when you're trying to catch a Pokemon in terms of your success rate. Unfortunately, Giratina's catch rate is far lower than Dialga and Palkia's. Their catch rate is 30. This guy has a catch rate of 3. That's no good. That's no good at all. Alright, I think that'll be the last Thunderbolt. Do we get a paralysis? No, we don't, which is unfortunate. And I just realized I completely forgot to throw the quick ball, though to be honest, I have my doubts it would have worked. Anyway, let's see if we can catch this guy. Holy crap, that was fast. Wow, I got incredibly lucky this episode. I had it penned down to do around 7 legendaries per video, but I got crazy lucky with this one. My recording is just now hitting 40 minutes. It was banished for its violence. It silently gazed upon the old world from the distortion world. Very nice. I really hope when they do get around to remaking Diamond and Pearl, they do somehow get the distortion world in there, just because I think it's a really cool mechanic. Anyway, with that, I'm going to head back to Isir City and heal up our team. Alrighty, with that, the team is healed up, and I think we are going to end things off here. Now, I do apologize that this episode is probably a little bit shorter than what you're used to, but the thing is, legendaries are very fickle. We got really lucky this episode, and my recording just now hit 42 minutes, and that's just one take for the entire episode. But legendaries have the potential to take hours a piece to catch. So when I was planning out these last few episodes of the series, I tried to take into account how long the episodes could take. So these next few episodes might be a little bit shorter. But anyway, this past episode we caught 7 legendary Pokemon. Heatran, Groudon, Kyogre, Rayquaza, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. And next time, we are going to be heading back to Dragon Spiral Tower because there are even more legendaries there for us to catch. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.